to the homemade podcast of sports with your host Jay Pops. Guys, today's date is March 29th, 2022. I'm back, people. Yes, I'm back. I'm back. Please forgive me as I move my camera just a little bit, but I'm back. Please forgive me. Please forgive me, forgive me, forgive me. I hate the simple fact that I don't get a chance to bring out breaking news to you guys as soon as it releases. Unfortunately, like I told you all before, I work a night shift. So I'll be at work when all these things happen. However, if you follow me on Twitter and on Facebook, if you are in the groups that I'm in on Facebook and stuff like that. But if you follow me on Twitter, you will see me posting a lot of things, okay? So please believe me that I do keep up, but at the same time, I do have to get a job done when I'm at work. So please just know and forgive me that, on those situations like that I don't bring out the breaking news. But however, let's go ahead and get on into it. It is feeling good out here. It is a great day in the beautiful city of Houston, Texas. We're having some good weather. Can't complain on that thing like that. But breaking former five-star wide receiver, top 25 nationally, by the way, Demond Demas. Of course, we all know what was going on with, his whole situation, things like that. But he has decided to officially enter his name into the transfer portal. That comes to no surprise to anybody, in my opinion. That comes with no surprise at all. He has a whole lot of things going on with the situation, like I said, so he's entered his name into the transfer portal. What school will he may end up at? I don't know, man. I have no clue. I have no clue at all. I want to say maybe, Jackson State, maybe an SEC school, but I can't think of an SEC school to pop up at the top of my mind for nothing in the world that he will maybe want to go to. The thing about Demond Demas is this here. Of course, we do not condone what he did. We don't condone that at all. However, before this whole situation, and still, to carry along and stuff like that, the young man loved Texas A&M. Now, of course, with this whole situation, a lot of people ask, well, if he had that much love for Texas A&M, then why did he do the stuff that he did? I don't know. I honestly can't answer that part. I cannot. Only Demond Demas himself can answer that for you. But what I do know is this here. He did love his Aggie family. And I have not read the entire statement that he had posted, but someone reiterated to me that you can tell the young man had already knew that he screwed up and he wasn't going to come back. Okay? That was primarily probably at the point of Jimbo Fisher being like, look, man, I mean, either you can stay and not get on the field, or you can just go ahead and transfer out and maybe you'll find a home somewhere else so you get to play football again. Once again, man, the young man had been committed to Texas A&M ever since his sophomore year in high school. Never changed his commitment, had offers from everybody around the world. Never changed his offer at all. One of the very few Aggies that can commit that early and stay down with the commitment. One of the very few. I wish the young man the best of luck. I pray that he gets himself in order. And he, do what he continue to do. Also pray for the family that was, of course, of the victims, by the way, and stuff like that. And I pray that young lady heals from that and she carries on with her Aggie career. But like I say, best of luck to the young man in his future and stuff like that. And the Aggie family will always be here, if he needs any help and stuff like that, man. So we're going to carry on from that. We got some more breaking news. 5-star defensive lineman Lebbeus Overton took an official visit. he took an official visit over the weekend. Him and his brother, I think it's Micaiah Overton. I believe I'm pronouncing the name right, but Micaiah Overton. Him and his brother both took a visit, and the family loved it. Kicked ass, okay, for that visit. Excuse my language. Loved it. They loved that visit. What I did not know was that the Overton family is from College Station, people. This here itself is a plus with Texas A&M. They're from College Station. This is their hometown. Crazy. Very crazy to me. But that's a plus. Steve Wilfong put in a prediction. And don't get me wrong, Steve Wilfong has said this himself. Those predictions doesn't necessarily mean that we will land him. But 90% of the time when Steve Wilfong puts in a prediction, as well as Rusty Manziel over there at Georgia, most of the time, man, and Brian Peroni as well, most of the time when those guys do that, their predictions are dead on accurate. Okay, so we're looking at another 5-star defensive lineman that can honestly contribute to what we already have coming in. Because that was the statement. That was the statement from Lebbeus Overton himself. He also said that, man, he can see himself contributing to that defensive line, following the likes of Walter Nolan and Shamar Stewart, Gabriel Brownlow-Dindy, and others, and Anthony Lucas, because him and Anthony Lucas have a real connection, from my understanding. So that visit, like I say, man, that visit went darn good. Okay, and I'm expecting Lebbeus Overton to get very, very familiar with Texas A&M University. That there says something about this program and where they're going defensively. Especially on the defensive line. All I'm saying is this here, man. If you're a linebacker, goodness gracious, man. Like I say, man, all I can say is that if you are a linebacker, and I'm talking to you, Anthony Hill Jr., if you're listening, or others that know Anthony Hill Jr., I'm talking to you guys. Look at A&M and put that into a heavy consideration, okay? Put it into a heavy consideration. Excuse me for 1 second. So Mr. Dominique Green, I believe this is the dad of I cannot put a name on. I hate when this happens, man. The thoughts have went all on my head because I'm talking about something else at the time, at the moment. But Donovan Green, Dominique Green is the dad of Donovan Green, if I'm not mistaken. If that's right, please comment back. But welcome to the show. Welcome. Trust me, this Aggie family is here to support all of you guys, and you guys would not regret the decision that you made. I promise you that. I promise you that. And I'm pretty sure on your visit, you guys already knew that, so I'm not telling you nothing that you do not know. But welcome to the show. I appreciate you for dropping in and, just sitting there and listening, okay? Like I say, I wish your son the best on his A&M career that's coming up very, very soon. All right. So look here, man. This season in particular, and I've said this many seasons. I've said this last season as well. This season will be a very good season to watch, but this will probably be the most watched season in Texas A&M history, because everybody wants to see who's all going to contribute from the number one class. Everybody wants to see what Haynes King is going to do. And from my understanding, I'm hearing now that the guy up there in Austin probably will have better quarterback play than Haynes King. So Haynes King, if you're listening, young man, I'm gonna tell you right now, nobody believes in you. Nobody believes in you but the Aggie community and Longville. So Longville, Texas believes in you, and your Aggie community believes in you. All right. Well, your Aggie family. We're the only guys right now that believe in you. Nobody else believes in you because they would keep saying what everybody else is saying. Well, he had a very small sample size. So I just want to let you know that. Please take that into the season with you. Take that to practice with you and show them what you have. I believe in every bit of you, and I believe that by the time probably a little bit after mid-season kicks in, you'll probably be on somebody's Heisman radar. It just goes to show you that people don't know everything. All right. So, anywho, so with Lebbeus Overton, this was his official words from the visit. This is what he had to say. So, five-star defensive lineman Lebbeus Overton returned to Texas A&M over the weekend for his official visit to College Station. Overton is strongly considering a future as an Aggie alongside the likes of Georgia, Ohio State, Oklahoma, and Oregon. His brother, Micaiah Overton, a former Liberty defensive lineman who's in the NCAA transfer portal, also made the trip, and they look forward to playing together next fall. This is from Lebbeus Overton himself. I really got to hang out with football players a lot, the younger Overton said. I got to see what their takeaways are of Texas A&M. I got to hang out with Anthony Lucas, being around them, and how they're vibing with the place is really great. The Texas A&M coaching staff has been making an impression on Overton for a long time. He was on campus in January, saw the Aggies beat Alabama during the fall, and took a trip last summer too. Not to mention the fact that both of the Overton boys' parents worked in athletics administration at Texas A&M, among other places. And he was born in College Station. See, this is why I'm getting all this information. I did not know that this young man was born in College Station. I know a lot of you guys probably already knew this, but I did not know that at all. Okay, so Coach Terry Price and Coach Nick Williams, those are my guys, Lebbeus said. Just talking to Coach Jimbo Fisher too. Coach Price and Coach Nick are the main guys that hit me up all the time. But I've known Jimbo ever since he was at Florida State University and have a great relationship with him. The thing about Jimbo Fisher is this here. Jimbo Fisher has been recruiting ever since he was at Florida State. I can't tell you how many kids I have seen say something about Jimbo Fisher when he was at Florida State. Man, I've been knowing, I promise you, I've heard this from a bunch of recruits. I've been knowing Jimbo Fisher since he was at Florida State. That lets you know how serious a recruiter that Jimbo Fisher really is. That's why his staff, and to this day, got that #1 class. It was mainly due to Jimbo Fisher and what he looks forward to in his staff. If you want to work on this Texas A&M staff, you have to be a heck of a recruiter, man. You really, really have to. Also, I'm going to read to you what the five-star running back, in which we're in his probably top 10 as well. I'm going to let you know what he said as well, because he was another one that said something about Florida State. But he also referred to the simple fact of, I cannot tell you how many Florida State alumni are on that Texas A&M staff in general. This is something I did not know once again. Okay? This is something I did not know. That is remarkable. That's unbelievable, because Jimbo Fisher almost brought everybody with him. But Jimbo Fisher knows what he's doing as a head coach. That's why Evan Stewart, the five-star wide receiver, said what he said. Y'all really sleeping on Jimbo Fisher. Young man is... Anywho, let me keep going here. Let me go ahead and finish this up. So, this is what he said. It's not all about football to them, because it's a life after football, people. This is what y'all have to realize. They talk to me about real life situations and what they can do to help me in growing beyond football. Once again, to my recruits that are coming in, and to the recruits that are being recruited now, Once you get there, you will learn about the Aggie football family, but you will also learn about the Aggie network. Okay? The Aggie network is a former student association. Let me make this plain and clear. Let me make this straight. The Aggie network is amongst the top 5 best alumni associations in the world. And I promise you, if they knew how many people were alumni, if they done a count over today, we will be number 1. Understand what I'm telling you. It's not just all about football. Okay, I know a lot of you guys coming and playing, just to play football so you guys can go on with your career, which I have no problem with at all. But understand that life after football will come. Okay, you guys have a real good family with Texas A&M, like no other. It's no other school that can tell you that unless they Princeton or Harvard or something like that, and Stanford maybe. But it's no other school that can compete with us so far as traditions and so far as our network is concerned. Okay? So please know that. Please know that. Okay? This will go a very long way. A very long way. Any Aggie alumni can tell you this. All you have to show is your Aggie ring, and I promise you that's. Of course, you have to put in the work, stuff like that. But once you show them your Aggie ring, I promise you will connect with a lot of other Aggies that you didn't even know was in the building at the time. That is what I really want to let you guys know. All right? So Jimbo Fisher knows that. That's why he says what he says. So this was another thing, Overton loves the environment in College Station. Really how beautiful the campus is and how cool and chill the coaches are, he said. It's a really good atmosphere all around. Overton saw a team scrimmage during his visit as well. This is what he said. I saw a place I can fit, Overton said. I think I can make a great impact there, especially with Shamar Stewart and Walter Nolan still coming in. Playing that weak side in, that will be a great spot for me. Micaiah Overton feels like Texas A&M could be a good spot for him as well. This is the brother. The Aggies like him as a 3 technique. I loved it, the elder Overton said. It was a really good family-friendly environment, and I like the defense they run and how involved the coaches are with the players there. It's my hometown. It was good to be back. I love to hear that. That's why I'm telling you right now, we have by far the strongest advantage when it comes to Lebbeus Overton and his brother and his family at that. Okay? This is a strong alumni base, and the network is crucial. That's why I'm telling you guys what I'm telling you. All right? Okay. So, with that being said, let's continue to move on to other things here. So, who would step up amongst the freshman committee? And I'm just talking about freshmen here. I'm not talking about the guys that's already there. I will speak on them in just a minute. Who's going to step up amongst the freshman committee? What I wanted so bad was for Demond Demas to pair up with Evan Stewart, just like they were about to. And I wanted Demond Demas also to pair up with Chris Marshall. Understand that we had 2 5-stars coming in at the same time, which hadn't been done before in a very long time. 2 5-star wide receivers coming in at the same time. They were going to pair up with another 5-star. That would have made 3 5-stars on the field all at the same time. Do you not know how dangerous that is? The only team that does that I really know of, and they do that on a consistent basis, is Ohio State Buckeyes. That's why most of their receivers go first round like the way that they do. That's the only team in college football consistently that can say they get 5-star wide receivers and put them all on the field at the same time. Not 4 stars. I said 5 stars. So we were going to be that next team to do that. Anywho, didn't work out that way. However, we have 2 5-star freshmen coming in. One is already there. Evan Stewart will get his chance to shine. You can best believe, come that first game, do not be shocked to see Evan Stewart in the starting lineup. Now, will that make a couple of guys mad? Yeah, most likely it will. But also, you can expect to see Musa Muhammad in that starting rotation as well. All right, these are the guys that I know that's going to be out there. Caleb Chapman will be another. I pray to God he stays healthy. Caleb Chapman will be another one. Musa Muhammad, Evan Stewart, and Anaya Smith. I believe Anaya Smith this year will play in a backfield like no other, and they will do a lot of revert. Look, this offense will be unbelievable this year. A lot of people don't want to believe that. And which is fine with me because we're here to shock the world. We're here to shock the world, okay? So I see what you guys are saying down there. One of them is stars don't mean much. I'd rather have 5-star character guys than 5-star guys who want to act a fool. I agree with what you said. However, I will continue to back up what I always tell you guys. Stars do matter, okay? This is for the stars that don't matter crowd. I'm sorry. I'm here to tell you guys stars does matter. It is what it is at the end of the day. You guys can say it doesn't mean much all you want to. I will disagree on that. I do agree with what you guys say on the character part. If you're going to be a 5-star athlete, you have to know that you have to come with a better character than what you were maybe already before you even much got here to the college atmosphere. So I do agree with you on that. However, the stars does matter. I'm sorry. I love talent. Okay? Even if you're a 3-star. Anaya Smith was a 3-star. Plays every bit of like a 4- and 5-star athlete, but he was a 3-star coming out. Okay? Anaya Smith is good. His character makes up for any 4- and 5-star that wasn't on his name. All right? Demond Demas has talent. That's why he was considered a 5-star. It was undeniable talent. Evan Stewart has talent. That's why he's considered a 5-star. Chris Marshall has talent. That's why he's considered a 5-star, but it's undeniable talent. This is what you guys have to learn about the star rankings. It's undeniable. All right? That's why Connor Wingman was a 5-star. His talent is undeniable. You know, so when these guys rank these guys star rankings, they don't rank them because of character. They rank them because of their talent. All right? So you guys really have to understand that. Do not mind getting guys in here that are highly rated. I love highly rated recruits, but I also love my 3-stars, and I love no stars as well. I love you if you're a good football player, okay? You're a hell of a football player, you should be recruited, no doubt. All right? So I see one guy also saying Johnny was a 3-star, but his character pushed him up to a 5-star status. Yes, because of what Johnny done on the field. So that made everybody look back and kind of look back at the rankings and scratch their head on some things. But see, Johnny didn't show this when he was in high school. I don't believe Johnny showed all of that. So you guys have to understand that. You know what I mean? So you really have to understand it. So the star system is built on camps and play. But if you don't attend camps, it will affect how. That is what I've been saying for a very long time. If you do not get to these camps, then how can guys ever see you? You have to understand why they have these camps like this. All right, now I understand the parent situation, so I'm not going to put this all on the kids. And I'm not going to put it all on the parents because us parents, you know, we work, but we also try to do other things, okay? So that is a big reason why, and Mr. Dominique Green, I thank you for that. He's a dad that has, you know, a child, which is Donovan Green, that's a highly rated 4-star recruit. He had him in certain camps. It's things that you have to do at the parent level to make sure that your kid gets noticed in the utmost respect, in the highest regard. If you do not get out to these camps, man, I'm sorry. These guys will not know you that's putting these stars on you like that. Some guys are in totally different situations, okay? So they don't have everything that the next man has. And this is the reason why some of these kids aren't out there and they aren't at all of these camps. You know, they don't have the certain transportation that the next guy have. Very understandable. That's why I said I do not knock it, but stars does matter. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to tell you that. Stars does matter. Okay? So you guys can believe that or you guys cannot, but I'm telling you right now, it does matter. I'm gonna continue to push that narrative, and it is what it is. Anywho, I love the comment section over here. I pray that it continues to keep growing and growing. Please tell others to subscribe to the channel, as we will try to get this show to be the biggest of the biggest. Okay. Now, I'm not saying I'm gonna compete with Texas. No, they have years of work in there. That's just what they do. They got years of work. Love those guys as well. Love Texas. Love what they do. I will not be competing with them. I'm sorry. That's just that, man. But anywho, before I get on out of here, but I believe Evan Stewart will be the next man up. All right, so please believe that. But before I get on out of here, this is what needs to be said. And I'll be back on tomorrow for another show. This is what needs to be said. I believe as the years have went along, the feeling that I have for Texas, University of Texas over there, I can't stand them. I believe as the years grows on, the hate builds up inside of me because of their fan base. Their fan base is so stupid. They're stupid, man. So it was a video yesterday. I'm pretty sure all of you guys have seen it. It was a couple of guys, I think, in a vape shop or something like that. And one of the guys got something and slipped it in his pocket. Trust me, I feel comfortable with telling you guys this because this is probably all over the internet by now. As somebody from somewhere posted it, but it was a Longhorn fan that posted it. He posted it, and see, this is what Longhorn fans do. They post it, take it and run with it. They don't care. They take it and run with it. If their guys are doing it, I promise you, you would never hear about it because they won't post it. Trust me on that. So this is the comment that I made, and it got a lot of reaction from people, on Twitter and stuff like that, even from other fan bases. University of Florida fans, in which I can't believe y'all said something. Florida? What are you talking about? So at the end of the statement, I said this happens everywhere. In the middle of the statement, this was a shot to Texas because I know this is how they do. I said, man, you come on here and you post this video, not because you want to get these guys caught, but you want to let everybody know that you're mad at this goddamn recruiting class that's #1 that you don't have. Ever since this class has been #1, I've seen the most BS get thrown around everywhere. So this is something that they were waiting on. They were waiting on somebody to slip so they can put this on out there. And this came from a Texas fan, by the way. He put that out there for the internet. Hey, man, look at these Aggies. Man, these Aggies, a couple of Aggies are about to get suspended for stealing from out of a vape shop. Ha, 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 ha. He takes and runs with it. He gets himself about 400 likes, 400 plus, I think, right now, on and counting. I make my comment. It was what it was. Understand, I'm not going to respond to everybody because I don't need to respond to everybody. It was what it was. My deal is this here. I know why you posted it. You aren't going to tell anybody this, but I know why you posted it. Because it's A&M. Once again, if it was Texas, you wouldn't have done it. Let's be real about this situation. You aren't trying to get anybody caught. You're just trying to get A&M put down from being on something that they're on the rise to be. Stop it, man. Stop it. Once again, I don't condone it by all means, but however, I would never post anything like that because at the end of the day, these guys are way younger than I am. Mistakes will happen along the way. They have to learn their lesson. Yeah, true enough. I will not post that and make it public to the world to see because of the simple fact of that they have coaches. They have a mom and a dad. They have things of that nature to get on their butts. I don't need to post it to the world to see what the world is going to say about it. I don't need to see the world's reaction to this. I don't do those type of things. I don't publicize that BS. Even if it was a Longhorn that done it, you would still not see me publicize that BS. I'm not that type of person. Nor is anybody in my Aggie community that type of person. So you doing that by being a grown man? That irks me. That irks me. Because you're from a certain fan base that does a lot of bull crap and a lot of childish things. Y'all are very, very childish. That's why you guys are one of the most laughable blue blood programs to me. I don't like you and will never like you. I don't. I can get along with some of you guys, but I'm sorry. It's a 80-20 difference in that fan base that I cannot stand. And for that matter, the hate is really, really building up to where when you guys come to the SEC, that first game, we're going to annihilate you. That Ohio State and Michigan thing that you guys see up there, that's going to be A&M and Texas when they come to the SEC. You can bet your bubble on that. You can bet your bubble on it. That same thing that you see once again with Ohio State and Michigan, and where Ohio State is dominating the winning record for the current decades, that's going to be Texas A&M and Texas in a minute. And Texas A&M is going to dominate the decade, just like we done with Arkansas. You can say what you want to say on that. I know what I'm talking about. So, him doing that and them doing that and they saying whatever, man, you can say whatever. I'm here for the criticism all day long. I'm not running anywhere. I won't go anywhere. I'll be here. I'll be here. You know? So, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. It's Twitter at the end of the day. You know, but some of those guys are that stupid in person. All right? You know, so it is what it is, man. Now, like one of you guys say, Billy Lucci from Texas, he said some crazy stuff about Colt McCoy. And at the end of the day, man, that's because that's Billy Lucci. That's Billy Lucci. So I respect what Billy does, you know, because Billy is on another platform that we aren't on. You know, so they're going to come for him, period. I'm now noticing that I'm on a very smaller platform, but it's a platform. And I'm starting to notice that they're starting to come for me too. That's why I say anytime I post something, I notice that they're the first ones to react to it. So I'm starting to get used to it. You know, it is what it is. Like, I'm not going to respond to everybody. I will hide your replies just to let you know. At least I'm telling you the truth about it. I will hide your reply. You know, if you talk some bull stuff, I will hide it. And it is what it is, because we're not going to escalate the situation. You know, and it is what it is. So, once again, I love all of you guys. Let me go in here and try to mop my floor before I get on out of here and go to work, in which my wife is about to scream at me in a minute. But let me get on out of here, man. I love all of you. I thank all of you guys for continuously tuning in. I'm so sorry for not being very, very consistent with this month of March, but I have my kids, spring break. It's too much going on in March. The month of March is a very bad timing month for me. All right, so we'll stay consistent. Please believe in that. But I will see you guys at the spring game. Please believe in it. All right, so I thank all of you, and I'll be back on tomorrow. Love all of you. #IgMavis.